quick question no one really thinks about, but with answers that need some improvement and changes. How many channels can you subscribe to? With someone who uses YouTube quite often, such as myself, sooner or later, you're gonna have to watch new stuff now and then, support creators, and maybe even binge watch someone's series. After all, it is the first time you've encountered their channel most likely. These are just my findings, so don't expect a full-blown Nerd City-like video. Well, of course, you can sub to hundreds of channels, but YouTube only counts, from my experience, around 993 to 994 channels now. With 7 channels featured, with any that is live at the moment, which will be prioritized first. Regardless of you being subbed to over 1,000 channels, YouTube will only count to that limit. When looking at what others have said online, the standard limit is 2,000 channels you can be subbed to, which have only made some subscriptions public, reaching over 1,000 channels watching, supporting, and even checking in on. Although I haven't seen anyone reach the cap, I'll update it whenever I do. It's even claimed you can only sub to 50 to 75 channels per day, which is a bit true and false at the same time, since it only took me around 4 days to sub to stuff from my content channel off of my personal one. While it is true you can only subscribe to 50 to 75 channels per day, you only have that limit, but you don't have to wait 24 hours. Now what I mean is, if you're lucky, you can wait for around 3 hours before you can sub to other channels. If not, then the longest I've seen is around 6 hours. The reason why there was a cap in the first place was because YouTube didn't really like seeing people sub to sub, mostly for scams, and that would happen now and then, even today. One last thing regarding the sub count limit. It's been claimed online that you can get to around 5K channels subscribed to, but it's even been stated that your channel cap grows based on how old the account is and the subscriber count that you own too. It's almost stated that not even Google and YouTube support don't even know the official cap as of right now. An important thing when on YouTube is seeing the layout of your sub channel, so that way you can watch anyone's content in the easiest way to browse through, but it's still an outdated mess that needs an update sooner or later. The easiest navigation with the most features is obviously the mobile version. Users are still able to view videos obviously, but you can check out posts and stories if any creators have any, which right now is mobile exclusive. When checking the sub feed, you're able to select filters for what you want to watch. This being all, today, continue watching, unwatched, live, and posts. The settings that you can select only has 2 options to choose from: videos and videos and posts by people. When browsing all, there's even 3 filters for that category. The first one is obvious, A through Z, and then there's new activity, where it'll still be in alphabetical order, but for people that upload that day, and they will be the first ones prioritized, and then it'll be alphabetical order after that. The last one is relevant, which changes based on who you're subbed to, watched recently, and even on your home recommended. Second place goes to web page browsing. Your subscription feed will only show videos that were uploaded, so you have to scroll to find whoever you watch and support. Unless you are notified of them, then you can just click on it when it pops up. The other painstaking process of looking through your sub feed is the little scroller version, but when you click more, it shows A through Z order based on activity, with live prioritized first obviously, then to alphabetical order. When checking back at the web page's video feed for subscriptions, video orders are in grid or list form. But grid is easier. You can manage your subs, but only to ring the bell or to unsub from anyone. With a guesstimate on my end, depending on where you live, your language creators come first before other languages. This is because here in the US, some languages in Korean and Japanese will be prioritized at the bottom, even to the point where it'll be cut off. Then, when you click on Browse Channels, YouTube brings you to an awful plain category of topics and channels, maybe even some that you're not interested or are already familiar with. The last one with experience are the consoles, where it's just serviceable at best. You're only able to see who uploaded that day, browse channels A through Z, and ones that will be prioritized on top are 7 channels that you have watched a lot or that will be in your recommended quite often. There is one way where you can view everyone's channel at once without unnecessary scrolling, but there's still gonna be some. No more looking at videos flooding the upload feed, doesn't have mobile filters, but kinda does though, and has a setback. Of course there's gonna be a catch with YouTube not telling anyone anything. The first one might be a bit obvious, which you probably already have enabled without knowing that, and that is making your subscriptions public. This will make the content creator see that you are subbed to them, which can help if you want to win a giveaway too, by the way, if it is legit, that is. Since your subscriptions are made public, you're able to view all the channels you're subbed to with ease. On mobile and PC, you select your channel category, which will show your YouTube channel. Go to the channel category again within your YouTube channel now, and then select subscriptions. There you can view the channel you want to click on and see how the creator is doing with content. But now it's a mess where it's not in order and appears to mostly be random regardless of how often you watch their videos or when you subscribe to them. The only way you can organize this is in a way that is lengthy but can be easy for viewers but can impact the creator on their side. When you start making content, you get to have 10 rows of playlists to show, this being uploads, most popular videos, and playlists you have made, with channels included in this category too. This means, as a content creator, you'll have to get rid of a playlist you have on your channel and swap it with the channel category. And if you're a user, it won't do much since you don't really have playlists of videos on your homepage. It just shocks me that this isn't the standard thing to view subs easily, or at least the browse channels will show channels that you're actually subbed to. And if the feature were to work even correctly, it should be at the top of the list and scrolling all the way at the bottom. And it would be good for a content creator if the channels they want to feature or put in categories would be on the channel tab and not taking up the home page. The method they have set up right now just kind of throws away the idea of categorizing channels. From creators that do gaming, have small sub counts that deserve more, art and animations, commentary, music, and everything else on this platform. YouTube's sub feed to browse just does enough to get the job done, but it's not the best user experience, especially if you're on the site more than anything else, supporting hundreds of people along the way. With all this in mind, hopefully you know what you want to watch, especially on console, a bit of PC, and if you're on mobile, you'll be okay browsing. If you want to browse YouTube easier, especially if you're watching, supporting, and checking in on certain channels, make it public and go to your channel category. It sucks that this one easy channel feed is pushed so far back with extra steps. With everything said and done, keep making content if you are out there, keep improving your health, and I'll see you around.